Once again, welcome to another episode.
Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Daniel's Commentaries for Daniel's Commentaries of System Shock 2. Yes, and this is where we get into the medical section of MedSci, which is actually quite small in comparison to all the rest.
This is one of the
Here I am talking about
the surgical bed.
the surgical bed.
You can tell by the key right there.
There really isn't a lot of them in the game, but you end up finding quite a lot of
These
keys.
things will be invaluable, especially on Impossible, which, as you can tell by my...
And later on in the modification called SecMod, not only, well, I believe you can use the repair skill to actually remove the key. Although I think it takes a bit of nanites. So that
Now,
way,
if you hear that,
it hooks up to the bed, you can heal,
that sound,
then take the key with you.
that is a cry
Very
from
useful
one of the
idea.
chimpanzees aboard the MedSci deck that's being controlled by the annelids.
And this room seemed kind of useless in the game. I mean, just in the way it's
Space monkeys!
in the ship's layout, and I can't believe I shouted that out. Hello? I'm a ghost? Is anyone paying attention to me?
One of the most annoying
I have
features of
plot
the game,
relevance?
if you don't count cyber assassins. Die, evil space monkey! Die! Space monkey.
I mean, what I'm surprised
Damn it.
is
Stupid radiation!
that they didn't make any ghosts near the end because of running out of time. But they had several ghosts that showed up
Perfect reason to show you
that had no plot
the
relevance.
bed in all its beauty.
Like that one ghost near where the monkeys are. How does that help? I mean, it barely even adds to atmosphere.
Oh my god, there's another one of them! Die, space monkey, die!
Man, I hated that overacting.
I was surprised how the fact these monkeys carry chips on them.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but it's not as weird as a corpse straddling a plant in its last moments of life. Just clinging desperately to a
Trust me,
little
going through
potted
this
plant.
window is the only way to get past the turret.
As if it was a green herb from Raccoon
And
City.
no matter what difficulty setting you're on, don't fuck with turrets.
Exactly. Oh god, does that qualify as talking to myself? I hope it doesn't. Might get locked away for that. Wait, it's somewhere around here where we hear the first
Eat
speech
right, space
from the
monkey.
many.
Yes,
which is
monkeys
so
are incredibly
creepy.
annoying.
Had to pause the game after first hearing it. Ah, here it is, but it's not really showing up in the video.
I always
What is a
loved
drop
the
of
voice
rain
both
compared
Shodan
to a
and the
storm?
many while playing this game. Because, I mean, if you've listened to the many, you can tell not only that it's several voices, but it's also both male and female voices, which found a very incredible harmony that worked very well. And Shodan,
Which is perfect
which
for the many.
perfect computer voice, better than Hal could ever be. Ho ho ho! Look what Korenchkin has. Never thought he'd be carrying one of these puppies around.
Oh, that image.
Well, to be fair, it's obvious stuff like this would exist. But
The thing is, I actually went into the
175
files of SS2
don't email
to,
me the exact year, please.
you know,
I don't want that.
alter textures.
Must
I even got an
resist
email asking which image it
urge.
is,
Must resist
and
manly urges.
here it is.
Must resist. Ah, screw it.
Yeah, I slipped on it on the internet and I thought, hey, wait a moment. You see, I was messing around with the
Once
inside
again,
files of System
a
Shock
whole
2,
bunch of food.
and I said, hey, wait a moment.
Although, admittedly,
I'm going to be coming
to most
across
people,
a
they think of it
very
as
obvious
useless.
magazine soon. Why not edit it?
difficulties like this, certain things are useful.
And I thought that
Although
image
if
would
you're
work
playing as a
perfectly.
PsyOps character, I would not
Although it's a
recommend
little
it.
hard to see in the video. Although it does show up in
Sweet,
one of the
people
later
use grenade
videos.
launcher. Guess they must have been guarding the food in case someone was trying to steal it.
That is actually pretty funny.
Even though I don't have
The fact there's a grenade
heavy
launcher
weapon
in
skill
that
to use
room,
it.
that tells a
I
story.
never really took much points in the heavy.
Sometimes the item placement in a room can tell a huge story.
Not only that, but it's broken.
Maybe they barricaded
Eat this,
themselves in
son
there.
of a bitch.
Oh yeah, in this room. The only way to get into this room
Well,
is to get a code
I'll
in
make
like
this confusing
the
a
operations
bit.
deck. But
Maybe
by
it's
the time
removed
you
because
get
I'm
up to
difficult
operations
on
deck,
the impossible difficulty
you
setting.
completely
There was a
forget about
security
this
panel
room.
here.
Unless you have like an
Or I could
awesome
hack
memory.
one of the security.
But I did open this room up
And of
quite
course,
early,
the door.
so I could show you
When
guys
you
what's
find
in
the
there
code
and make a
on
very
that floor.
obvious complaint about
And
the
by the
shield
time
generator,
you get there and find the code, you forget
which I
about
think
this door
has actually been balanced out in
and the
SecMod,
fact it even exists.
but I'm still.
But there's a bunch of goodies in here. Like some
I
really
really
good
don't want to
armor,
give it a try. I'd worry it's a
dimension
waste of my
assault
time.
fragmentation grenades.
I'd
for
rather spend my
heavy
time
weapon
playing
skill,
Overworld Zero,
the portable
which you
field
will learn
generator.
about later on.
This is quite frankly
that-
the most useless thing you could have in this game.
Yes,
It
but
makes
this game has
junk
Overworld
food,
Zero, so
magazines,
everything is made up
mugs,
for it.
And even cigarettes look useful. This thing is classified as a heavy weapon, and you need decent weapon skill to use it. The only way you could deal damage is if you could throw it at someone. Oh, I wish I could crush a hapless space monkey that way.
Man, the shield generator was
A lethal
very
weapon
poor choice.
is a
I mean,
very important skill.
in all honesty, when have you ever been in a situation where you needed one of those? Honestly. Never have. If you're in a situation where you need a gigantic wall, you're most likely in a situation where you can pull out your shotgun, which would also save you ammunition
so you
and
don't
take
act
less
seem too
cyber
surprised,
modules to be able to
There's a
use.
security camera in here. Although all I need is that.
I like this little security storage room thing. It's like how the guy had a cabinet he didn't want people into. They could have had a few
And of course,
audio
a
logs
door-ridden
based
room
all
with
around
pieces
that
items.
room.
There's plenty of these.
Or at least a
in the
few
game.
more rooms like it. It tells a story.
And of course, dumbass AIs that are after my ass. But normally you'd be accustomed to that by now. Damn it! What the hell is that? Oh crap! Shotgun hybrid.
Yeah, it's amazing
son
how
of a
sometimes
bitch.
enemies can actually sneak up on you in this game. And it must just be the spawning. Or maybe they just don't have enough sound when they're running at you. But yeah, the mission in this level was actually kind of weak.
Just
You
to show
really
you
just
about
had
this,
to
funny
grab a
item.
key card at the end of a very long hallway. So it's basically just telling
There's
you to
bag
run
of
a
chips
gauntlet
right there in the water.
and then run all the way back. Yes, now I'm grabbing some
useless
soggy
it might
potato
seem,
chips.
but-
A
I
few
laughed
cyber
when I found
modules
that.
are in here as well as a few nanites. You see, this is something in the game that I loved. You're being rewarded for searching through nooks and crannies of the game. Searching through every
Yes, most
tiny
people
little
won't find
space
this
you
area
can
when they
find.
first play.
And scrounging. And that is so rewarding. The sci-fi game made by the same group called Deus Ex did the exact same thing and even rewarded you with experience points when you found new areas, even if all you did was find a new area. In fact, there's this big boat
Well worth
that's
the
sunken
20
under the
nanites.
water in Deus Ex. You have to drop like an explosive crate into the water, then shoot the crate, then swim down, swim into the boat,
Also, there's
and you get a
brawn
few
booster in
bonus
here.
items, and you
Pretty
get
useful.
experience points for that. And I thought that was really cool.
Oh, another
It
side
gave me an
hybrid.
urge to explore whenever I got the chance. Even when my character was in mortal danger and both his legs were broken.
Now it's crucial that you pay attention to
I
the
always thought that was
storyline
funny.
when you find those recordings, because it's basically the only way you'll understand anything.
Oh, and here's like one of the first
yes, this
logs
audio
from
recording.
Sarez and Simmons, and I just thought it was so funny when I first heard it. It sounded so creepy. Come on, am I actually gonna play the log? I can't remember.
So it's now the creepy stalker.
Oh man.
No, and that's what I always call him. You gotta listen to some of his other recordings. Unfortunately, we'll have to conclude this episode for today.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Watching,
enjoyed
I hope
this.
You enjoyed it.
Can't wait
Stay
to tell you
tuned
about
for episode 3.
episode 3.